guys, it's Denise and welcome back to my channel. This is part 2 of my cacti and succulent tour, and we're gonna move things outside. The majority of my plants are outside, so yeah, let's just get to it. Okay, so I have a very long balcony out here. Not set up the way I want, but it will have to stay like this for a little bit. That's my cat Rick. He's enjoying the sun. Pretty much leaves the plants alone, which is awesome. So down on the end I have my cold hardy sedums. I have my cacti in the middle. Ooh. Oh, that was loud. I have my cacti in the middle, and then on the end where I'm going to start, I have all my tender succulents, or the ones that I need to bring in the winter, along with the cacti. So I'll just flip you around and let's get started. So as of right now, this is what the setup looks like. Again, nothing is really where I want it because I'm chasing the sun right now. In about a month, I should have a lot more sun during the day. Sorry about the noise, guys. We're just gonna get through it because tomorrow I think the lawn maintenance will come, so we'll do it today. So up here, I have a string of beads, and the one bead is not, actually all of it's not looking so great. So I'll have to check it to see if it has bugs or if there's a problem. I know roots were coming out the bottom, so there's a potential it might just need to be repotted. These are also cuttings that were off my plant inside. Up here I do have a cold hardy succulent. It's the Sedum Bertram Anderson, and it's so beautiful. I'm hoping that you guys are able to see the color on camera. Let me just go ahead and zoom in. Purple blue, but it's not like the exact same purple and blues you see in all the other purple blue succulents. It has a different sort of look to it. It's absolutely beautiful, and it is cold hardy. This is a Kalanchoe Fedenchenkoi, I think is how you say it, and oh my gosh, I think that's the first time I've actually gotten through the word without absolutely stumbling over it. It has beautiful veins that are coming out, or veining that's coming out in the leaves. Kind of see. Let's get my large finger out of there. Absolutely beautiful outside. I'm so glad that I brought, not that there was any question, but I'm so glad that I'm getting to see how beautiful it is outside, because it did not look like this when I first got it. If you guys are interested in seeing what this succulent looked like when I first got it, I will put a link up above to my IKEA haul, which does include this succulent, and I've already taken cuttings from this, so I will show you the cuttings in just a moment. So this is, yeah, it's had cuttings and it's doing new babies everywhere. Okay, so on to the next one. I'm going to actually get this one down. So this is my Sedum Dasphylum Major, or Dasphylum Major, and this is the one that I got from Retro Ray. If you guys haven't checked out his channel, I will put a link up above. And yeah, it's doing really well. It was, I don't think it had roots. I don't remember. Maybe a few roots, but it's definitely rooting in. It's not getting full sun right now, so it doesn't have a lot of the purple color that sometimes comes out. Yeah. It's awesome. I love it. It's so cute. I can't wait till I can make more of it. If you're looking for something that looks like just like a donkey's tail sedum or a burro's tail sedum, but is micro-sized, this is the plant. So I will hold it so you can see how small it is in comparison to my hand. So it looks exactly like a burro's tail, but it's itsy bitsy, and it's also a cold hardy succulent. So again, if you live in Canada, guys, we don't need to bring these inside. That is so awesome. So on to the next one. I do plan to completely fill this up, but not there yet. So this is an Echeveria prolifica, and this is also from Ray, and it's got a little baby coming out. So cute. What you are seeing there is just a little bit of sunburn, but it's growing out of that. You can see it doesn't have it there. And yeah, I guess these guys send out a lot of pups. This is my first one. So again, thank you, Ray. Thank you so much. I guess we'll just go down here. So this is a succulent arrangement that I made during the winter, and I'm going to be repotting it very soon. So it has a bunch of things in it. These, I think this is an Echeveria, or it might be a Echeveria crossed with something. This is an Echeveria, but I don't actually have an ID on these ones. So if you guys do, please let me know. I'd love to know. I don't like not having IDs on my plants. Hiding down below is a leaf propagation of an Echeveria purple pearl. And Pacaveria something, I forget what this one's called. Really beautiful purple, and I don't even know how to describe the color. He's absolutely beautiful, guys. I often get distracted by my succulents because they are just so pretty. And that is a Echeveria Pearl von Nuremberg baby. And that one, you would think is a baby from that one, but it's actually from a different plant that I had that got rot and died. But I saved some leaves, and that's the baby. So I'm pretty sure that it is also, actually I don't know what it is. It's kind of small, so it's kind of hard to ID right now. So that is this mixed planter. It has a really funky pattern. I got this from my dad when I was visiting them. He bought it for me at the nursery. Thank you, Dad. And moving on, I have, oh, this is probably a good time to mention, guys, my balcony is covered in spiders, so you will see a lot of webbing, and it is 99% spider webbing, 1% maybe spider mites, but anyways, the majority of what you're seeing is the good guys. I do not get rid of the spiders that are on my plants because they are friends. Okay, so this is a Kalanchoe paddle plant, and it's not looking amazing since I brought it outside. I put it in a little, like where it was getting a little more light, and it got really red and was not happy, experienced some sunburn, and now it's not getting quite as much light. I don't really know if I'm going to move it soon. Not sure. So if you haven't seen this plant before, I'll just give you a little look here. It's also sometimes called the flapjacks plant, I think. And there's also a pup I have in my garden as well from this plant. They do produce quite a few pups, and I believe this plant is going into dormancy right now. Hot summer months it doesn't do quite as much. And then down here I have a little itsy bitsy planter that I need to redo soon. So there are Echeverias in there. We have Echeveria minima. Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna get a chopstick. Okay, so I have a barbecue skewer instead. So this is an Echeveria minima, and the seam on the other side. This one I actually don't know because the mother plant got rot. It was actually in with the one that I just showed you, the tiny one in the mixed planter. Everything that was last fall, and they got rot. But look, I just noticed, guys, there's a little baby. Oh, that's super cute, guys. Oh, I just love them when they push out little babies. These guys look really healthy. I am really happy. Leaf propagation takes a long time, but when they actually turn into plants, it is absolutely worth it. So here I have some leaf propagations that would actually be a lot bigger if I hadn't squished them in a little pot. But they are babies from these two plants here, the big ones. Yep, they're doing well, and I think I'm going to repot them soon to give them some room to breathe. And in front of them, I have an Echeveria Lola. And when I first got this plant, it came with mealybugs, so I did have to do a treatment, which it survived, and it has a baby coming out. So that is just awesome. I'm super proud of that little plant. And over here, we have the Pachyphytum compactum little jewel, I believe it's called. It's so pretty. I had this plant in with a bunch of crassula, but I decided it was so special, it definitely needed its own pot. Just to show you guys. Has the chubbiest leaves. I absolutely love it. And of course it has like those veins. I think it's I believe it's windows where the plant takes in light, but I'm not exactly sure. And this is a Sedum. Oh, looks like it's lost a leaf. A Sedum that needs to be repotted, or maybe not, I don't know. It's from a leaf propagation from last year. It's about just over a year old now. So I'm super proud of that plant as well. And moving down here, I have a bunch of leaf propagations, just mostly Echeverias and a sedum on the end. There is a little Lola in there that I definitely need to take out because it's getting a little blocked. These front Echeverias look absolutely beautiful. So down here I have some dirt, which I definitely have to empty that pot. And then on the ends I have the top and the bottom of a Crassula, I believe Crassula Campfire. It just does not have any pretty colors right now, I think, because it's not getting enough sun. So as soon as that sun hits the balcony for longer, hopefully I'll see some of that. And in the middle here is an Echeveria purpose something. I will have to put that on the bottom. I'm just gonna zoom in. It has beautiful shimmery leaves. And then when you flip it over, on the bottom of the leaves, it has this beautiful maroon color. Oh, chunk of perlite. This plant, again, would look so much more beautiful getting more sun, so I really cannot wait. And this plant actually did not stretch at all for me during the winter. And someone else mentioned that it doesn't really stretch, and I definitely agree with that one. Okay, so those are all the plants down here, and I guess we'll move up to my tall plant stand. So moving over here to this tall stand that I have, up here I have a variegated Crassula. Not sure on the actual name, I'll have to put that below. And it has grown so much, and I've got so many cuttings off that plant. I'm kind of aware at this point that I'm going to have to speed this up a little bit because I have a lot of plants and I like to talk a lot. So as much as I want to go slow, I kind of have to speed up. So this plant has just grown so much, and I propagated so much from the top of it. It's so beautiful. If it was getting more sun, it would have a lot more pink color, and hopefully soon it will get more sun. I gave my mom the plant in here. It was a succulent Swedish ivy, and that's my black prince, I believe. Yes, black prince. I did have to go ahead and propagate the top of it because it did have some rot, and it took very well and is now a good looking plant. And this one I'm going to let you guys have a better look at here. This is a Tiger Jade Crassula. And I, in my last video, said I didn't know what this plant was doing and I didn't think it was happy. Well, it has doubled in size. It's laid down all of its babies. They've taken root, and it is so happy. Like, it loves it outside. Now, it could also use more light. I'm gonna stop saying that now. Probably not. But yeah, this plant is absolutely amazing, and I do not see a lot of people with it, which is very weird because it is really beautiful and would make an excellent filler in any succulent arrangement. Do not use the plant to gesture. Here I just have a few arrangements. In here we have a Calicoe panda plant, Calicoe tomentosa panda plant in the back, and then there are just some crassulas up front, the sac crassula. I'll put the name for both of these down at the bottom. So that's just a little planter there. And then that's the same crassula. It might be string of buttons now that I'm thinking about it. And yeah, just growing there. I tend to find around this time of year the growth will slow down a little bit for the summer, pick back up again in the autumn. And down here I have, oh there it is, I have an Aeonian kiwi with two pups that I actually cut off during its growing season and stuck in the bottom, and they rooted a long time ago. Now this should be dormant now, but it does not look dormant to me. I don't think it's dormant. And also I just noticed it's still doing the baby thing. That's new. That's new since the last time I watered it. When I watered this morning, I saw that. So, yeah, not dormant yet, I don't think. It's so beautiful, though. Look at that. This is my only Aeonium. So moving from top to bottom on my IKEA stand here, I have a little arrangement there with sedum, donkey's tail succulent leaf cuttings that are very slow growing, and there are some string of beads here. And yeah, just give you a little aerial view. These plants would do better if they were planted in something bigger, but you know, it's cute. And this here is my Haworthia cymbiformis. It's a different variety than the one that was in my first house tour, or sorry, succulent tour video. Wow, Ray, it's really growing. So this is from Ray again. Thank you so much, Ray. Look at all the pups. Wow, they're doing so well. I absolutely love the windows on this plant. I said that in the last one as well, but you know, you're gonna hear me say that when it comes to this plant, because how can you not? So beautiful, and I'm so excited to see that those pups are coming in. I forget which way it was facing. I think it was facing that way right now. Okay, in the back here I have the Mama Spider Aloe, or Aloe humilis, and that was this is the mama to the pup that I have inside. So I just recently moved it outside, and so far so good. I'm not going to take that down, it's a little bit hard, but you can get a nice look there. It's a really beautiful blue-green color. I have it in a cactus mug. And up front I have my Kalanchoe Tomatosa Chocolate Soldier. And this one is definitely dormant. I haven't seen a lot of growth out of it since I moved it outside, motorcycle. But you know, it's doing well, so that's great. And here I have my Thanksgiving cactus. And as you can see, someone is about to bloom at any minute, guys. It's about to bloom. I'm so excited because I've never had blooms from this plant before. I got this plant just after Christmas for $1.49, and there were no blooms on it. And though it's done tons of new growth and continues, check out all that new growth, guys. It's that pink stuff that you see. That is the new growth. Not flowers like what I first thought when I got this plant. So these are what the flower buds look like, and it looks like I'm gonna get a light pink color, but we'll just have to wait and see. Okay guys, I just had to jump in here and videotape that. It's like, I don't know, maybe 5 days after I filmed the other part, quite a bit, because I've been treating a bunch of my plants for those darn spider mites. But this plant is doing amazing, and its flower buds are about to open. So it actually looks a lot darker. It's just amazing. I'll make a video when they all open up. I'm so excited. I know it's just basic bee plant or Thanksgiving cactus, but for me that doesn't matter, and I am so excited. Yay! Down here I have my original jade plant. I call it that because it is all that remains besides leaf cuttings of my mom's original jade plant. It needs to be cleaned as well. I have my little guy back there. So that's prudence damage, and oh wow, do I ever want to clean its poor leaves. But yeah, this is all that's left of her plant, and she had that for so many years. Mom, you're gonna have to tell me how many in the comments, because I actually can't remember right now, but that is the oldest succulent in my collection. And then, oh, this one's pretty old too. This is a Gollum jade that I did a chop of. Those are all the babies that I got off this plant. Now, it is, sorry, I thought I saw me like a bug or something. It is growing really slowly. It did have leaves. I didn't just chop them all off, but only a few. I love the way the stem looks though. Not much to the top of it. So these are all the babies here. Those white marks you're seeing on the plants are not scalar mealybugs. That is from not using, well, I do let my water sit out for 24 hours, but there's still a lot of minerals and salts, and the plant purges them through its leaves. So that's what you're seeing there now. As a good measure, I am going to go ahead and clean that off soon, because I don't want to get confused. And you know, it looks a lot like white scale, tiny white scale, to tell you the truth, but it's not. And here we have just another sedum. Don't know the name of it. Yep, the babies were, there were more leaf cuttings down there. This was just a stem. Kind of looks funny. Looks pretty silly. This is my sunset jade. Ooh, almost forgot what my plant was there for a second. And this is an awkward angle. That's a little better. So I don't have this in a lot of sun right now, so unfortunately, doing a bug check, unfortunately it's lost a lot of its color. So the reason I took it out of the sun is all my jades were experiencing sunburn, not this one, but hopefully I'll introduce it to some more sun soon. I got this succulent as a part of one of my unboxings. I would add the link, but I forget which one, so go ahead and put that down. And I do have a lot of jade plants. I realize they're basic succulents, but I absolutely love them and I don't care. So going down a little further, I have a very, very sad variegated or tricolor Kalanchoe Fedenchenkoi. It might have something wrong with it because the tip here keeps drying up and falling off. So that to me says, you know, it could be something, it could be spider mites. I haven't seen any. Could, like, it's not mealybugs. I haven't seen any of those. So I don't know. We'll see. And I don't know, I always forget the name of this succulent, but Olga, if you're watching, it was the one I asked you because your friend had a big thing of them. So that is that guy. And unfortunately I can't ID it for you, but I can zoom in. One bad thing about having your plants outside in the city is they do get dirty, but I guess that's nature, so. This is a succulent arrangement. These plants are quickly outgrowing this bowl. It does look absolutely beautiful, but I do want to take out these Echeverias and check out what's going on with them because it has been a long time since I've cleaned out underneath and checked for bugs, that sort of thing. And I just think it's a good time since they are filling up the bowl completely. Maybe I'll leave it for a little longer because it looks so nice. We'll see. So here I have some Burrow's Tail succulents. I did do a propagation and you guys can see there that there are babies coming out the ends. Also it put out babies at the root, or sorry, where the stem goes into the soil. That's what you're seeing right in the middle there. So growth coming out from many areas. A tiny crassula back there. This is what, oh, let me show you this one first. This is my Echeveria Purple Pearl. It's a very beautiful color purple, like really violet, like, I don't know, it's pretty stunning, guys. It really stands out amongst the more grayer purples. This is a leaf propagation from that plant, and it's about 1/3 of the size of Mum right now, so that is awesome. And this is Echeveria Pearl von Nuremberg. It would look so much prettier in more sun. And this one, you know, I didn't know what it was. It was a no ID Echeveria, but I think, is this, I don't know, is it a Graptivaria Debbie maybe? Because Ray gave me one of those and it kind of looks like that one. But anyways, I'm not sure. So if you guys know, let me know. And I'm trying to talk a little quieter because there's a lot of people outside today, so I'm hoping you can hear me. This is my really, really, really beautiful variegated jade. I absolutely love it. Now, it should have more pink. So, this plant in the sun would have so much more pink, but that's okay. It's growing really well, and it's healthy, and that makes me happy. And I unboxed this plant as a part of my Etsy Moon Succulents unboxing, and I will link to that one up above if you want to check out that and how much the plant's grown. I wouldn't say too much, but it was getting its roots established for a while, so I think it was working on that. So in this plant stand here, I have a lot of sedums. I'm going to start at the top with this arrangement here, which I unfortunately, even though it is beautiful, I do have to redo it because some of these succulents like more sun and some are perfectly happy being in the shade where they are. And the spotting you're seeing all over the leaves was me being careless with the alcohol last night. I had to treat some plants and the wind caught it, and unfortunately it hit these guys. And especially this little paddle plant here got some alcohol, which is not not the best. So I have 2 Echeverias there. I don't actually know which types. I have the most trouble IDing Echeveria out of any succulents because so many of them look the same, similar, and when different conditions will make them look different, and they just look the same to me. So that is another kalanchoe paddle plant. That is the pup from my larger plant. And then in the back, I just have some more of the crassula, variegated crassula, and the burrow's tail hanging off the back. And down here I have quite a few more burrow's tail succulents all hanging out of this pot here. And I like this little sign here because it has French as well. This plant is just really taking off. It's kind of growing like a weed right now. It's hanging out the bottom. It was not like that 2 weeks ago. And I have a bunch of babies just kind of happening on the surface there. In the back is a kalanchoe tomatosa panda plant. And I did have to do a pretty large chop on this last year when I brought it inside. Had some bugs, but it has recovered well. And the little puffs of leaves on the top are really cute, really interesting. Okay, so the last plant here, guys, is going to be my giant donkey tail sedum. So I would show you the regular donkey tail, but I only have the itsy bitsy ones that were propagated from last year. I don't actually have any full grown, so I guess just maybe you can tell. Oh, of course, there goes a thing. Maybe you can tell by my hand that it's bigger. I'm not exactly sure, but it is. It's about 2 times the size of the regular one. I just recently repotted it, so it's not looking the best. We got this one with 2 heads down there. This was something I picked up this year, and definitely a good addition. So I like how I have them all kind of in a line on that stand. So down here I have my moonstones, my pink moonstones, a gift from Retro Race Succulents. And I know that this one needs more sun and it's losing its coloring, but right now I do have it in the area of my balcony that gets the most sun. So this area is getting probably about 5 hours of sun a day, and yeah, it's losing a bit of its coloring, but I'm trying really hard. It's healthy other than that. I guess it's just an aesthetic thing. It's not stretching, so that's good. And yeah, again, thank you so much, Ray. If you guys haven't seen this plant before, there you go. I'm embarrassed because it's lost some of its color. I'm sorry, but I'm trying. Soon the whole balcony will have sun. Soon all my plants will be like, it's too much sun, I'm dying. So, no, that's a little dramatic, but soon it'll have a ton of sun. Okay, so here we have, oh my goodness, what is this called? An itsy bitsy crassula baby's necklace. Yes, I think, no, jade necklace. It's crassula jade necklace. So it has the tiny leaves. They're so cute. Tiny, chubby little leaves. Let me pick it up. Another one from Retro Ray. You can see he's very generous. Oh, okay, we have a little, what is that? That is just a hair with something on it. Okay, the cat hair. But I am checking all of my plants right now for, just going through all of them and checking for spider mites after I did find them on some of my cacti that I ordered. So it's so pretty. And those cacti were inside, but I did move some cold hardy sedums to the other side of my balcony, and they did have them. So that sucks, but ooh, I knocked over my poor plant. Oh dear. Oh, hi Ricky, you wanna come? Okay, he's good. Okay, so here I have an Echeveria Lola and an Echeveria Minima. And normally the Lola I think would be a little bigger than a Minima, but it was a beheaded Lola, so it's kind of small still. And this is Sedum Donkey's Tail. And these are leaf propagations that I did over a year ago. And the mother plant did not make it through a horticultural oil treatment, but I did have some babies. So the plant is living on through these little babies, which is amazing. and I've had them for a year, and when you watch something grow for that long, it's super special. So these have pointier leaves than the burrow's tail, but they are both Sedum morganianum. These are a whole schwack of babies from the one of the no ID Echeverias that I showed you, that I said grows and grows and grows like crazy and puts out tons of leaf props super easily. And yeah, those are tons of babies that I just kind of squished into one thing about 2 months ago. So I'm gonna have to give them more room to grow soon. But they are really healthy, chubby, happy plants. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this video here, guys. I'm gonna do all of my cold hardy sedums and sempervivums in another video. And then I think at the end of that one, if I have time, I'll even show my propagation trays. There was just a weird noise. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video and stay tuned for part 3. I appreciate every one of your comments so much. I love talking to you guys. Finding people who have the same plants as me, or just love any plants, to tell you the truth, like to care for things. It's really made a difference in my life because I never had anyone like that to talk to, really. And also, we go through the same trials and tribulations with taking care of our plants, and it's just really nice to have found that community. So thank you very much, guys. I will talk to you in part 3. Bye.